Oh, that tractor could have fed a lot of kids or whatever the case may be. Like, unless you know everything that I do, don't judge. Does it drive you nuts when people do a title and then it like has nothing to do with what they're talking about or it's clickbait? So bend over and pick it up. Here's what I mean by this. How many of you guys ever drop something or you have a crumb on the floor and you decide to sweep it under the rug? No one will ever see it. You know, in my 20s, I did a lot of that. I mean, there was things where, well, heck, I was drunk a lot of it, so I don't remember half the stuff yet. What I did was there's a lot of things where I'm like, oh, no one will ever know. 30s, a little bit less. In my 40s, I gave myself the gift of this. I don't leave crumbs anymore. I'm human. I'm going to make mistakes. Yet the second I know that I've made a mistake, here's what I do. I pick up the crumb. I make it right. I bet if you're watching this, you're like me. You have the best intentions. And when your intentions miss and your actions show different, do me a favor, bend over and pick up the crumbs. Meaning be the person who always does what you believe is best. And if you find out differently, make it right. It's pretty simple, right? And catch things on the micro versus the macro. And the sooner you can catch things, the better off they are. Now, I want you to leave new crumbs. Crumbs of doing good deeds without telling everyone. There's a lot of stuff that I do to help people. I always find it fascinating because Sarah and I have had some success when it comes to finances and everything else, and how much people judge us on what we do or what we don't do. Oh, that tractor could have fed a lot of kids or whatever the case may be. Like, unless you know everything that I do, don't judge, because there's a lot of crumbs that I drop and you'll have no idea that Sarah and I ever done them. You know why? Because we don't go around advertising everything that we do. The only crumbs that I leave now are the good crumbs. Meaning when I help someone, I don't advertise it. Or when I do a good deed, I don't need everybody to know. Those are the crumbs, because what happens is when people see the crumbs, they follow the trail. They follow the trail to you. So do me a favor, ask yourself this question. What crumbs am I leaving behind? Am I leaving ones that I'm trying to sweep under the rug and not have people find? Or are you leaving crumbs where you know eventually people will find it and they'll connect the dots? That you're just a good dude or a good gal or whatever the case may be. So do me a favor. Next time you screw up, pick up that crumb as quickly as possible. Fix it. Make it right. If you see somebody drop a crumb, point it out. Hey, I think you dropped the crumb. Watch how they respond. Because here's what I know. People in general are good people. And if you point out to them, hey, you know what? You just dropped a crumb. You should probably pick that up. And they choose not to, believe them. And then you go pick it up. I don't do drama. I will always go right to the person and say, hey, here's how I'm feeling. I don't want to feel this way. Help me look at it differently. And if I'm wrong, I'll completely change my opinion. Yet if I see you dropping crumbs, I'm probably going to point it out to you to see if you'll pick it up. And if you don't pick it up, someone else might. Extreme ownership. Yes, Dan Jacobson. If we could get everybody at the level of responsibility. Now, here's the thing is, I know beyond a shadow of a doubt, I'm going to do some things wrong. Just make me aware of it. And if I'm wrong, I'll do what I can to make it right. My wife's calling. She's a priority. Just getting done with this Facebook Live. 1 second.